Fashion, the final frontier. These are the journeys of Fashion Rebel Nation, a scrappy little magazine boldly disassembling the patriarchy, one issue at a time. Our mission, to be the change we wish to see in the world and look fabulous doing it. Rebels Vlog, star date August 25, 2025. Why, hello, and welcome to a Rebels blog for Fashion Rebel Nation. We are just going to jump right into it. And yes, I know my office is a disaster, but we will get to that momentarily. We're going to start off with an affirmator. What's that, might you ask? It's an affirmation card. That's fun. We'll find out in just a moment. I like to shuffle them, even though I'm not terribly great at it. That way we can see what the universe has to say to us this morning. All right. First of all, I'm going to share off the awesome back card. Authenticity. Okay, look at this adorable little picture that goes with it. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it because I've said it, and that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. This is a beautiful place to start off the first of our YouTube series, because authenticity is the name of the game. And I am going to apologize because right now I am recording off of my tablet. I have no special equipment. You are watching us start from the very ground. This is officially my full-time job, is trying to build this scrappy little fashion magazine, Fashion Rebel Nation. Yes, we are already out in the world. The first digital issue launched on August 15th, and we are all about authenticity. When people ask me what is Fashion Rebel Nation, the most concise thing I've come to say so far is that we are at the intersection of fashion, politics, and identity. We are a place for people who do not fit in the typical beauty industry standards. As a matter of fact, we are rebelling against those standards. Thus, Fashion Rebel Nation. So I am going to be doing this little vlog series to give you a truly behind the scenes look at something starting from the very, very beginning. Because like I said, I don't have any fancy equipment. I've got nothing huge. This is an office in my home that I also share with my husband, which has doubled as a craft room and a storage room and etc, etc, etc. Just for purposes of getting started, once upon a time I was a high school English teacher. I have a bachelor's degree in English and secondary education. I am chronically ill. I have a lot going on, and with everything going on in the world, I wanted to stand up and use my talents to give back to the world. This is my form of protest, is this magazine. You can check everything out at fashionrebelnation.com. There's links to all the things that I talk about. It's going to be fantastic. So you'll see me shift my weight a lot. That is because of my arthritis. It is difficult for me to sit and stay comfortable. So we are going to talk about just a couple of things. I'm going to give you a status report, talk to you about what's on today's docket, what I'm currently struggling with, how I'm feeling about some of those things, a couple of progress notes. Then I'm going to tell you all about my side quest, and then we are going to wrap things up. So here we go. Today on the docket, I am actually printing off lists, and my lists have lists to try to get myself organized because working from home can be very difficult. Now, in keeping yourself, focused and on task. I am neurodivergent. My brain tends to go all of the places. So, I am trying to stay to a 32-hour work week, partially because of my physical limitations. Some weeks it's even going to be less than that, but also because there is a massive international study that was done on the 32-hour work week, and they have shown that not only are people more productive with a 32-hour work week, that the companies actually found better results. All of the companies that participated in this massive study said, yes, we're keeping this. So 32 hours means full-time pay, to be clear. If you've never heard of that before, 32 hours would be equivalent to full-time pay, and benefits and all of those other things, except I'm not to the pay and benefits part yet because we are just, getting started and working on all of this. So what I have done is created myself a little docket to try to keep myself on task. I have some daily core tasks that I'm going to be doing every single day, like checking my email, responding to essentials, replying to comments and messages on social media, on Patreon, on Substack, record keeping, bookkeeping transactions in Wave. Wave is like QuickBooks if you're not sure, but it's a very pared down version and you can get it for free because right now we are scrappy. We is me and the amazing people on Patreon that are backing me and helping me try to put this together. So, and then I'm also doing a quick check of the editorial calendar and my task list for the day, and that is what I will do every day. Then during the week, I'm going to be working Monday through Thursday, and I'm really, really, really trying to get myself to a point where I'm only on social media during my work hours and not touching it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because one, I get sucked into the doom scroll. Two, I start over analyzing the content because I have no problem being on camera, but I have no desire to be a full-time content creator, or to speaking of starting from the bottom and working my way up, my camera just glitched in the middle of my speaking because my tablet ran out of storage space, which is a problem that I will have to figure out later. I've deleted as much as I can and I'm hoping to go back to it. So as I was saying, don't want to be a full-time content creator. This vlog series is to give you a behind-the-scenes sneak peek and to keep myself accountable every day. It may or may not get more streamlined as we go, but you're going to see it from the ground up. So moving on, not wanting to be a full-time content creator, I want to focus on different things every day. And so Mondays, I'm going to try to work on my Patreon and Substack content. Right now, I write something called Dear Rebels, which is just updates on Substack. I also have Patreon, where I have free tiers as well as paid tiers with supporters who are helping to pay for costs behind the scenes and things, and we'll talk a lot more about that in later videos. But today is a Patreon and Substack work day. Tuesdays I'm going to work on writing and editing for magazine copy. Right now the magazine is explicitly digital because print runs are very expensive, but yes, we absolutely want to get toward our quarterly magazine also being print, and we'll talk some more about that later on as well. On Wednesdays, I'm going to work on the physical magazine and layout and design. And then Thursdays is going to be research and strategy days where I look at all sorts of things from Kickstarter, business plan development, because yes, someday we are thinking about doing a Kickstarter, future issue planning, new layout experimentation, affiliate outreach, networking, all sorts of things. So that is the way that I'm going to do that. And then I also want to try to create all of my social media content within 2 work days at the beginning of the month. I am trying to get a couple of people to help me with that, because I know that being consistent on social media is a big part of success. But also I don't want to sink everything we're doing into social media because the magazine is my heart. Again, we have the digital issue that is available on Gumroad, also on Patreon. You can get it either place by going to fashionrebelnation.com. Now, as I said, this is scrappy. This is starting up. This is the very beginning because I know so many people wait until things are beautiful and perfect and you've got all of your stuff together before you start getting out there, but I'm not. I am rolling right now because this is important to me. So we've talked about today's docket, the current struggle. The current struggle is staying organized, getting organized in the first place, physical space, getting all of my stuff together, getting the things that I want to put together, all of this. Struggle number one is that. Struggle number two is reaching people, actually getting the message out there organically, because I cannot emphasize this enough. We are not corporate. We are not going to take corporate dollars. This is going to be a people-funded rebellion and a people-funded magazine. Crowdfunding, all sorts of things, but no corporate monies. And getting out there and having people come in and purchase digital copies of the magazine and getting that cash flow and getting just out there and connecting with people, definitely the biggest struggle right now. Now, I have managed to secure an interview for the November issue, which I am super, super excited about. Can't wait to share about that later. I am going to be talking to that person to do an interview for the November magazine on September 4th. So yes, things are rolling in that direction, but our reach is still minimal. And we need people like you to say, hey, I believe in what's happening here. I want to share this. I want to share your journey. I want to be part of the creation of this magazine, or I just want to share your vision with the world. We just need that. Because as part of my research and strategy, I am looking at what it would look like to actually have staff, to be able to pay people, to have people create this magazine, because I am not so arrogant as to think that one single person, no matter what their talents are, is going to create an epic magazine all on their own. I want to have guest writers. I want to have people that I interview. I want to have other people that photograph and create all sorts of different content for this magazine. And some people will volunteer their time for free. They will submit things, and that is amazing, and that helps us grow. But I do want to have a paid staff eventually. And so that is part of what my research goes into, and that is the struggle. The biggest struggle is getting organized, getting this off of the ground, and getting us to a place where our reach is big enough that we start to bring in a little bit of cash flow that I can actually pay staff with. A feelings check-in. Oh my goodness. I am feeling very, very excited and overwhelmed and frustrated and victorious all at the same time. So many emotions. I'm incredibly proud that the first magazine, their first full-length issue of this magazine is out, that it is for sale. That is an amazing victory, and I feel so great about that. But I also feel really overwhelmed because this is my day job now. I don't have a lot of income. I do have chronic health problems. So yeah, not gonna lie, there's a little bit of overwhelm, but today's a good day, and we're doing all right. As far as progress, like I said, issue 2, which is the first full-length digital issue, is available for purchase at fashionrebelnation.com. It's just $6. It's 30 pages, and you can see all of the awesome content that is inside of that. So super happy about that. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the office, this is shared by myself and my husband and craft projects and everything else, and I want to really make this a better space for recording, for working, because being in an environment that is aesthetically pleasing matters. Having a place that feels good to be in matters, and it helps me to keep my brain in order. So this is something that I definitely want to work on, but I am very excited to be going forward with figuring out everything that's going to be in the November issue and figuring out the building blocks that we need to get to make this a magazine that it has many contributors. Okay, we are going to go to a side quest. I love card decks. I've found some of the most amazing ones on the internet, and this is from something called the Hero's Journal. And it is a side quest deck. And I'm going to share this with you because this has nothing to do with my workday. This has to do with balance, and, you know, getting out in the world and doing something other than just participating on social media and scrolling. So I'm going to pull something, and this is going to be my side quest. Some of these might be a little bit intense and might take more than one day. We'll see what happens. But I challenge you, whatever card I pull, that you do this side quest as well. So drum roll, please. Our side quest is to draw or paint a picture. Practicing an art, no matter how well or badly, is a way to make your soul grow, for heaven's sake. Kurt Vonnegut. So this is the side quest today, is to draw or paint a picture. And this I'm actually looking forward to. This is fun. I'm excited to do this and to give myself a little bit of reprieve at the end of a busy workday. So this is the end of the very first Rebel vlog. I know it was a little bit scattered, but that's the way things are in the beginning. If you're going to show up, you're gonna show up imperfect. You're gonna show up as you are, and you're gonna build from there. You're gonna build from there. So what I want to know is, what do you want to know about the magazine? Do you have any suggestions for what I should do with this area to make it more aesthetically pleasing, to make it a place that feels good to work in? And do you have any suggestions about what I might do on social media to reach more people? Where should I be showing up to get Fashion Rebel Nation in more people's hands? So, that is what I leave you with. I wish that I had something witty to end with, but I guess we'll stop with, hey, check out my earrings that I found. I love these so much. Heck yeah. And I got my nails done the other day, so we're rocking a look. I will see you all again for another Rebel vlog. I plan to try to do these on my work days, Monday through Thursday, before I start the day. We had an interesting start to today, but we're ready to go. I'm gonna go do the list of things on my docket, and we are going to just keep pushing forward, doing what we can, and we are going to create something incredible. This magazine is going to be a journey. I can feel it in my bones.